Arena Breakout Infinite is a realistic military simulation first-person extraction shooter with plenty of mechanics you'll want to get under your belt as soon as possible. Here's what you should know going into your first raid. You should aim to make coins, the in-game currency, fast. Getting more cash sooner helps you load up your inventory and makes prepping for raids much easier. The best way to make money fast is to complete quests and sell your loot. If you move to the tab labeled Contacts, you can mark quests to complete for XP and coin rewards. Once you finish the task related to the quests in your inventory, the game will automatically track them for you. The best missions to start with are the ones Joel Garrison will give you. These missions are a bit more challenging since they require you to eliminate enemies, find specific items, and survive, but the payouts are worth more than the other missions you can take on. You can have up to 10 main missions and 8 weekly missions selected all at once. You can sell loot 2 different ways, using the selling merchant or by listing the loot on the market. The selling merchant will always be the faster option to get cash quickly. However, the market pricing will be much better with the slight negative of delayed payouts. Going with the market route is the best option, though you have a limit of being able to sell 500 items a week. Market pricing fluctuates depending on in-universe demand, and you can cash out big on specific items pretty quickly. Sometimes the pricing with the merchant and market will be similar, which is honestly the best time to use the merchant. Make sure to check your missions before selling miscellaneous items, since some quests actually require you to find specific items and submit them to finish a mission. You can always go and buy the items on the market, but it's definitely more cost-friendly to collect them in raids. If you're gearing up for a raid and you're not quite sure how to pack your backpack, you can always use the Quick Equip feature. When entering a raid, go to your storage and check out what you want to bring. Arena Breakout Infinite systems will tell you when you're low on specific health supplies or ammo, so you can go into Quick Equip and select the corresponding items you need. The items will either be taken from your own stored stash or the market. You can purchase the items you need if you don't own them. Arena Breakout Infinite's weapon system is on the realistic side, and you'll have to manually fill your magazines with bullets. If you're unsure of what weapon takes what kind of bullets, you can look at the weapon and read the ammo type. Additionally, you can hover over each ammo type and it will highlight the corresponding magazines and weapons that it works with. Keep your extra mags in your chest rig or pockets so you can quickly reload in the middle of a fight. You can also customize each of your weapons in the gunsmith with attachments you've collected or ones you can buy. When you go into the gunsmith, you'll be able to look at all the possible attachments and equip the ones you want. If you own the attachment you've selected, it won't charge you and will just remove the item from your inventory. If you don't own the attachment you want, you'll just be charged at the end of the gun assembly. Not all attachments can work with each other, so pay attention to what is compatible with the current build you're creating. If you're not sure how a specific build will play, you can always go to the firing range to test out rate of fire and recoil. Now, one of the most intricate parts of Arena Breakout Infinite is the health system. With all of your body parts accounted for, you'll have a total of 440 health. You'll be afflicted with different debuffs depending on the damage taken. Keep a close eye on your head and chest health, since those are understandably considered critical, and if they reach 0, you'll die if you're solo or get downed in a squad. The different types of damage debuffs are injuries, wounds, breaks, pain, dehydration, hunger, lung injury, critical overload or tinnitus, and sound blocking. An injury is when you take any damage. You can just use a medkit or first aid kit that has used points charge on it, and that should heal you. Wounds will make you lose health over time. These can easily be patched up by using bandages. Depending on how bad your wound is, you actually may lose HP quickly or slowly. Breaks prevent you from recovering health, and your movement will be noticeably limited where the break is. To prevent this, you have to use a surgical kit, which can take quite a bit of time to apply. You can also use painkillers to temporarily dull the break effects if you really need to get out of a situation. Pain is a debuff that will cause your vision to blur, which can be easily countered by taking painkillers. But be aware that painkillers will dehydrate you much faster. Speaking of, dehydration affects your stamina levels and will eventually start taking away at your health. You'll have to prevent this by drinking water or other beverages like little juice boxes. Hunger will also cause tick damage on your health and will eventually affect your movement as well. This can potentially kill you, so you'll have to ensure you eat something. Lung injuries can be caused by gas effects and causes you to not only lose HP but move slowly too. Lung injuries can only be treated with a rare item called the nebulizer. Since they're so hard to find, you'll most likely have to purchase them before you go into matches. You can also use a gas mask to prevent lung injuries. Critical overload is a debuff you'll get if you end up looting too many items or heavy items that weigh you down. Your agility will decrease and you won't be able to sprint or jump. Paying attention to the weight of your loot will help prevent this debuff, but you can also use a strength stim to give you temporary holding power. Tinnitus and sound blocking are status effects you really can't fix. You'll encounter tinnitus if you're too close to an explosion. The effect does fade over time though. You can wear a headset or helmet to potentially block that debuff, but this will also limit your hearing, allowing enemies to sneak up on you more easily. Have you been able to play the closed beta? If so, have you successfully gotten through a raid? Let us know! For more Arena Breakout Infinite tips and tricks, check out our guides page, and, of course, for up-to-date news, be sure to stay right here at IGN.